Hello everybody, welcome to a video demonstrating basic I/O scripting. Today I'll be covering trigger multiples and other logic entities. Alright, let's get in. For this demonstration, we'll be using the entity game_text, which displays a text. Let's go in. Alright, so to have an output through a trigger, you select the trigger texture, create a brush the size you want. Make the brush a brush entity named trigger_multiple. There's other trigger brushes, but you can only use trigger multiple for input output, or at least most of it. Some you may use others like trigger hurt, unhurt, etc. etc. Next, go to outputs and create your output. Right? Make sure to name your entity you're putting your output to. Sometimes you need to have the entity outputting it. Say if you want an entity when it's saying happens to change itself, and then other stuff like that. Alright, so we have a thing called game_text, and since it shoots a message, I'm taking M1. Now some people need to have it straight off it, so game_text, game text, text, and then I like to add the number for which one. I find it easy to keep track of. Some people can't. Just do what fits you. Right. Now we have to do onTouch tall. There's onTouch all. There's several things. End touch. So when you leave it, it submits. But this is when it starts touching. Next, we have target entity name. This is the entity you're targeting. Via this input, this is what is going to happen via this output. Well, through this output. Now, each one has their very special ones. All of them will have this stuff. Kill I or will be kill its parent or the stuff below it. Add output would add a new output. Fire user, not sure what they do. And then kill, it will just delete the entity. Now display is what we're using, right? Display, it displays the message pre-made. Now, one of the text entities have you put it through here, through the perimeter. Perimeter is used for things that to put through the output that you can't disclose through the entity. Then how long you want it to be delayed. So if you want to be delayed by 5 seconds, like 5, 50, 60, 66, you want maybe like a minute after. You can always use a logic timer, but logic timer is better for random things like thunder strikes. Then you can, if you want to fire once only, dumb entity just doesn't matter on like logic auto, as it only happens once. But here you go for it every time. So if you want, if you're going through the door, you can tell them to turn left or right. You don't want that to keep happening because they already know. But say you want a door to open once you pass a thing. That'll be annoying if they're gonna keep going through. Now let's go over to logic auto. These you can technically use a trigger, just put it over the spawn, but this is easier. So you don't really do anything in there. But in here you have several things. On map spawn. I don't know. I just select map spawn. The other ones I don't know what they do. You'll have to find out yourself. And then the same from there. And make sure to check flags on the entities. Logic case and logic auto don't really have anything, but these, if you have an issue, it may not be because it's flagged on the right sim. Logic case. Now this is for if you want one of them picked. Right? So you don't do anything of these, even though there's a text input. I guess you can name them, like what they do. Just it's like a common feature, but it doesn't do anything. This is what you want. So there's no flags, but you go through here, and then you do each case is a different thing. And then if it'll be picked randomly, and then whichever one is picked. So if it's case 1 that's picked, it'll go the route of case 1, case 2, etc. Right. Then from the entity you want to be picked, you have to go name the logic case do it LC followed by which one it is, and then you do pick random shuffle. It's pick them randomly. Now on pick random, I'm pretty sure if it picks one at start and use it the same one. Shuffle it, shuffles it, and then click apply. You can run input output on fast since it doesn't change anything. And I don't think leaks do anything easier towards it. But it's not confirmed, but I don't think it has any issue with it. Then run the map. Now, we're in. Now, it's kind of hard to see, but in the middle area right here, it said you just joined the map. Now, here's the first one, which is it just displays one. You walk through the trigger. Then, right here, we have the case one. So, let me case 3, let me case 1, let me case 2, let me case 3. So, over here, you walk through the trigger, let me case 2, and then let me case 1. And so if you guys have any comments, any help with certain entities or outputs, you can comment. Another good resource is the Source Engine Discord or any source modding communities. They usually have chat set up for help, and they're usually pretty active. Also make sure for the dev wiki first before you go and ask people, since it can be easier to find things. And if you don't get it from there, ask people. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll upload more tutorials later.